Okay, so I want to show you all a couple of common audio adjustments. So here we have three audio tracks. This is from the non-sync sound exercise. And first thing is, if we hold Option and then equals or minus, that's for zooming in vertically, right? So we can see a larger waveform. As we zoom in vertically, this white line here, that's the volume line. So if we hover the arrow over it, you can see how the cursor changes into that like two little arrows or an arrow going up and down through middle line. So we can click and drag and raise or lower the volume of that clip. Cool. If you want to automate this through time, you can click on the pen tool here and add points on this line and adjust volume through time. And say this peak, I need to just sort of level out that peak. You can zoom in and get really finessed with these changes here. We also have some general controls if we right click on the clip. One I use often is audio gain. So here you can set the gain to a specific volume. You can adjust the gain up or down. You can normalize it so the maximum peak hits a certain level. Or you can normalize it so all the peaks are landing around a certain level. And then this tells you how loud the highest peak is right here. So currently my highest peak is at negative 17.9. You can also, if you right click right on the edge where you would trim the clip normally, you can apply a default transition, which in audio's case is a fade in or fade out, which you can change the duration of by clicking and dragging. And if two clips, let me just chop one up real quick. If two clips are next to each other like this, if you hover over the edge of the clip and right click and select apply default transition, that will turn into a crossfade, which you can elongate or shift across the edit point. Another thing you can do with audio is that if you hop into Effect Controls, you can see the pan control here. And anything that has this stopwatch means it could be automated. So if I want this sound to pan from left to right, I can automate it. So at this point in time, I want you 100% left. And by the end of that clip, I want it 100% right. Now this sound will, through its duration, as it moves from this keyframe to this keyframe, it will pan from left to right. And you can actually see that pan number scooting along by itself as I go through the clip.